24-21, our beloved Lions smacked that Prairie wall again. Is it disappointing, frustrating, heartbreaking, or is it encouraging, motivating, and thought-provoking? Let's deliberate and definitely commiserate next up on the 3 Down Bros. Leo's Legion, your 3 Down Bros, Roland, Arthur, and Greg here after definitely a disappointing, heartbreaking, downright frustrating Western final. That Gopher Hole became a Gopher Mountain, and the Lions could not get over it. But you know what? I also did mention, is this encouraging, motivating, and definitely thought-provoking for the upcoming season that is to come? My high-level thoughts on this game, or should I say low-level thoughts? Not sure, but we had this game in hand. That's why it hurts this bro so much, and I'm sure it hurts the other two here as much, if not more. But you know what? Snatching victory from the claws of defeat, snatching defeat from the claws of victory definitely did happen, and I think it is squarely the cause of poor execution and some ill-timed offensive mistakes. But that's where I think it is. Let's toss it around with the bros and hopefully our callers, viewers, and whatnot. Roland, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, you're right, Greg. But first of all, welcome, guys, those who are joining us live online. Thanks for joining us this evening. Good evening, folks. I see Just Believe says, hey, boys. Daniel says, hey, guys. Warren says, good evening. Daniel says, we had the game in the palm of our hand. Yeah, exactly. But if you're joining us online, please feel free to type in the chat. We'd love to interact with you and banter with you back and forth. But yeah, my high-level thoughts, man, it stinks. The reason it stinks is because we could have won that. We were leading, and all we needed to do was just hang on to that lead, but we couldn't on both sides of the ball. Right. On offense, we just needed a few first downs just to kill the time. But we couldn't do it. On defense, just needed to hold them. They held us, but we couldn't hold them. So, yeah, it really stings. So we got a interesting show tonight. We're gonna have. It was unfortunately the very last game for the Lions this season. Stepping back, they had a great season. I mean, we can't deny that. It just stinks because we were so close that we could have won the Western Division and gone on to the Grey Cup, but it wasn't meant to be. So that stings. Let me read a few more comments and I'll throw it over to Art. Just Believe says, that's what I thought about the Stamps. Yeah, you stole our game, now the Riders stole yours. True. Now I just really hope the Riders don't win the Grey Cup. Go, Als, go.
Yeah.
Blake says, hi, guys. Hey, Blake. All right, Arthur, go ahead.
Well, the Lions had so many chances, right? A lot of drop balls by the receivers.
Yeah.
That was early. Nathan couldn't get in a rhythm early. Yeah, I think there was drop balls on both teams, but it seems the Lions, they had more. And the guys were wide open, would have made... Yeah, 6. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. And we couldn't stop Ouellette. Ouellette had 100 yards rushing, but still, even with Ouellette having those gains on the ground, we were up. We were up by 7 points, 6 minutes left. Yeah, it's really disappointing because the offense needed to do more.
Just a little more, not a lot, just a little.
Yeah, I mean, they should have done more in the first half.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But even though you're still in a winning position with 6 minutes left, right? And you got the ball back. It was like 3 minutes left. You're up by 4. Defense has done their job most of the night because it's the bend don't break on Ouellette, but once they got down, they were able to stop them. Right, Ouellette got some big runs, but the defense was able to stop them. Two key things that stand out to me is the offensive play calling in the last two drives. Well, not the last, whatever that last lateral drill at the end, where they just needed to make a few first downs.
Yeah.
They didn't even really need to score.
Yeah.
Mind you,
Nope.
3 points would have helped, right?
But
Or
just kill the
touchdown would have
time.
been really
Yeah.
good.
First
They just
downs,
need,
kill
like
the
we were
time.
saying, we kept saying, how many first downs do we need? 3, 2, 3. You know, just grind the clock.
Yep.
It seems to me Buck Pierce is offense. It's really conservative
Yeah.
at the crunch time, and he just wants the run. He wants a high percentage offensive plays, which actually feed into the Riders' defensive strength,
Yeah.
Yep.
which was stopping the run.
Yep.
So, do you pass and you stop the clock? But really, in the last 3 minutes, right, Roland, the clock doesn't
It doesn't matter.
go
yeah.
far, so you might as well throw.
Doesn't matter.
That's how they got the points, is by throwing. I'm not saying do a deep pattern, but
No.
they should have done something different. And I hate to say it, Blake. You know where I'm going to go with this. We lost by 3. Mr. Automatic
Oh.
missed a field goal. It hit
Yep.
the upright. Actually, it's probably better to hit the right upright because then Alfred would have had a running start, would have ran it out. And maybe, right. So I'm fine with hitting the upright, but I'm not fine with him missing the field goal. I know it's.
Can I
40.
throw something in there? If I get like Suter saying, it's like kicking a rock, right? It's cold, it's hard.
Yeah.
Well, the more inconsistent kicker of the two, he had no problems at all.
And you got to give credit.
Yep.
Lawler,
Yeah.
he was 2
Leffler,
for 2,
yep.
right?
Yeah,
2
he
for
showed
2.
up. I mean, he put everything, rear view mirror, kicked when he needed to.
And their punter was better than our punter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Better directionally. We lost, or 3 for 3, yeah. We lost yards, directional punting. We were losing. So even Buck was saying, it seems like all 3 phases of the team needed to be a little better. Right? We lost on all 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what stings, because a couple more first downs.
Hear you, Morbidell.
And then BC wins the game. But all credit to Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
They took it with a minute left, and they had to
Yes.
pretty much drive, 70 yards
Yeah.
in a minute.
And it was like 3 plays. Boom, boom, boom. They were there.
They had 2 chunk plays, but
Yeah.
I think it was like there was a 2nd and 10 in there, right? I mean, it's 3-down football for them anyways, right?
Yeah.
But all credit to the Riders. They took it. They stopped what the BC Lions were going to do offensively last 3 minutes. And they executed, and they got 10 points. They got 10 points in the last 5 minutes. And we didn't get anything. And that will pretty much win you a CFL game.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
7 plays, 76
Let
yards.
me read
Thanks,
some.
Blake.
Let me read some comments here. There's quite a lot of comments. So, Daniel says, "I can't even think about the Grey Cup, but the sting will go away in a few days." Blake says, "I can't help but think of what might have been if Rourke pulls it out and throws to JB." Yeah, we'll take a look at that that play later. We got that play lined
Yeah,
up.
because I was going to add to Arthur's comment about passing and running. Definitely.
Daniel says, "Buck did the same play calling in last year's Grey Cup as well. No good." Yeah, that's his tendency. He needs to break that tendency.
Is he good enough to do self reflection though, as now a head coach?
Well, I'm hoping someone is giving him feedback, right?
Yeah, 'cause this is always based on Blake's comment here. Will Buck learn?
Yeah. Well, so Blake says, "I think this will only fuel Nathan more, and Buck will hopefully learn from this season." Morbital says, "No grand analysis for me, just pain."
I hear him.
Daniel says, "We need to host the Western Final next year." Blake says, "I love Amar, but he needs to accept the loss." Okay, we can talk about that a bit later.
I don't think so.
Well, Greg's with him more.
Yeah, I know. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, I'll comment when it's time.
Yeah,
Or I'll go off on a tangent. You guys will never get a show.
Oh my goodness.
So Warren says, I was stuck on a party bus full of Rider fans after the
Oh,
game. Oh, our condolences.
Man. Man.
That's hard. Our TikTok feed, is full of Rider comments. so I feel your pain. At least I can choose when to read and when not to read those
At
comments.
least they're listening.
But Warren, you got no choice. You were stuck in the bus. Morbiddle says, heartbroken knowing that was the last real CFL game I'll ever see the Leos play. Part of me is dying with the rule changes. Yeah.
Don't get Roland started on that, or we won't.
we won't. I will leave that for another episode. None of the prairie stuff, says Daniel.
Well, that comes to a start. Like Arthur says, with that, you got to get hot at the right time. But if you get hot at the end of the year, you got to pretty be hot wire to wire if you want first place. Getting hot at the end of the year does not get you first place, depending on what everybody else is doing, right?
Yeah. So Just Believe says, I only watched the first bit and the last bit. Nick says, heartbreak as a new fan. I still lost a couple of hairs from this game.
Yeah, but we got a new fan. That's all that matters, Nick.
Yeah. Just Believe says, too bad Dickie won't learn his single mind. He's talking about Dave Dickinson with the stamps.
Well, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Morbiddle says, was watching with my old colleagues from Regina. So happy for him. Plus my great uncle Jerry and my grandmother from Saskatchewan were diehard Rider fans till they died. Okay, that's nice. It's
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nathan says, Rourke had a lot of success with the RPO last night. Would have liked to see Buck call an RPO on the 2nd and 3. Yeah, absolutely.
You know on that play, I'll talk about it when we key it up. Never mind. I won't say.
Okay. Blake says, Greg, the picture Amar shows is Neil's elbow.
Yeah, that's what some people were saying. It's elbow. But
Q-Man says, come on, rule changes are so minor next year. Okay, we'll save that to a different episode. We've got lots of things to talk about.
yeah, don't get Roland started. Trust me. I know for a fact.
Get you first place, you have to win consistently.
That's right. I said you got to be wire to wire. If you want first place, you got to be pretty much what Saskatchewan did, or start hot like Calgary did. And if you have the lull, you just got to hope everybody else doesn't get hot like we did. Yeah. Right?
Just Believes this. I want the Stamps to get a different coach. Anyone would do, I'd be better. Okay.
Greg will believe in you. But Greg will believe that.
Yeah, you can have G-Roy. Oh, sorry. Did I say? Oh, anyway.
All right. So let's keep the comments coming, but let's start doing a little bit of a breakdown. I thought we'll start off with just the high level game stats, just not all the stats, just a few of the stats. Let me get this up.
Some positives here, right?
Kind of halfway. We'll take a look at this. All right. So this first one. All right. So let me just clear the screen here. So we got 290 total yards against their 305. So almost even, right? 15-yard difference. But rushing, theirs was 128, ours was 71. So that was quite lopsided. And we knew that Ouellette was going to be a big factor. Passing was 290 and 305. So net offense was 433 and 349. First downs were pretty even at 15 rush, and then passing they've got 7, we got 5.
And that last stat is telling.
Yeah, 3 sacks for 12 for them and 0 for us.
Oh, only 12 yards. I mean,
yeah, but
still,
it's the timing of it. It's the timing of when it it just
sacks kills drives, right? So,
and it also pumps up the D and pumps up a sack pumps up your team. And as tight as a team as Saskatchewan is, it ripples through quickly.
Yeah. So second down conversions, we're at 55%. They're at 47. So
hey, we won a category! Yay!
Yeah. Penalties 4 for 30 and 5 for 45 for them. Red zone opportunities 3 for 4, and 2 for 3 on Saskatchewan. So those were the stats. I don't know. Any thoughts, Arthur?
What stands out? I mean, turnovers were 1-1, but I think the interception in the 5-yard line, just a lucky bounce. Hey, lucky bounce, whatever. But for Saskatchewan on that interception, that's a 10-point swing,
Yeah.
right? And it's behind. We love Nate, but that throw was a little behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you guys say, well, you can't throw it ahead because there's riders there and
Then
it's a
throw it.
safer throw. Well,
Okay. Yeah,
I
we'll
mean,
we'll take a look at that play. I've
yeah,
got
Yeah.
that
but
queued up.
that's what stands out to me is just the turnovers. I mean,
Yeah.
they're fairly close statistically. Um, so that's why they got three field goals, and we only had one field goal chance, right?
Yeah.
So we got in the end zone 3 times. He got in the end zone twice, right? So that's the difference in the game. So it was just we needed more production to get field goals, and then that's the difference. So
See,
Yeah.
the stat is what 1-1 was the actual number.
For
for
what?
turnovers?
giveaways, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, on the surface it looks even, but it's the when and how it happened. Like ours, I mean, theirs was kind of a harmless turnover, the fumble by Ouellette, because I mean, ours was a little more, which is to me not measurable. It's just
Well, we're on the 5 yard line,
Yeah.
first down.
and that's just that's a motivational killer, which you cannot measure momentum swing.
Yeah. All right. So,
Yeah, that's what stands out to me.
okay.
Statistically, I think
Yep.
if we match their statistics a bit better, we had a little bit more consistency on the ground. We had a little bit. We catch some passes. We had what Blake said 6 drops.
Oh,
I think we get field goals instead of punting, and that's the difference in the game,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
but so that's what that stands out to me in those stats.
Because hindsight, we don't know, but I mean, have those catches been made? Drives get prolonged, likely a scoring. I mean, heck, worst comes worst, you punt for a single or something, right? But
All right.
hurt.
Let's
Or at least a missed field goal for a point, right?
Yeah, something.
Until that goes away in a year, and thank goodness it will.
let's go and look at some plays. We'll start off with some positives, okay? Because they're even though it stings, there were a few positive plays. So we'll start off with some positives, and then we'll get down to the nitty gritty. So let's just walk through it quickly. First quarter, it was just flat. Both sides were dropping balls. Passes were not very good. I think the weather was affecting both teams.
It's the boxers trying to feel each other out in the ring, man.
And the weather, because Regina was at positive 10 for most of the week, and then it just dropped to like -6 on the day of the game. So it affected the riders as much as it affected us, right? So first drive, BC was 2 and out, 2 incomplete passes. Saskatchewan, first drive, they got 3 plays, and then they got a punt single, so they got 1 point. Our next drive was a 2 and out again. We punted. The next drive, Saskatchewan, they drove up 23 yards, and then they punted. So they got 4 plays. So they're doing a little bit better than us. We were doing 2 and outs. They were getting like 3-4 plays.
All right, Roland, just gonna just to pause. I would say the Lions drop passes. The Riders were a little rusty in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Yes, they dropped passes, not to the extent that we did. I thought they were a little rusty.
Versus ours was a little nervous.
Ours, I can't explain why these receivers drop passes where it was in their hands.
I think it's.
I mean, maybe yes, the
weather.
cold. I mean, Milt was saying it's the cold, but
I
I
think
thought
it's
the Riders
nerves.
they had a little bit more rust than the Lions.
Yeah.
But then they got out of that rust.
Yeah.
In this
Can I ask my bros a question, and also our viewers? Did anybody think the down was going to break eventually, or wait for the other shooter, whatever metaphor you want to use? But I mean, our defense was hanging in there. To me, I'm going to say this now, early on, this game was a whole entire positive to me. The outcome was the only negative to this down, bro. But the game was actually positive to me. We were in that game, just But part of me was waiting for that other shoe to drop. That eventually our D's gonna not be able to stop them once the rust comes off. Did anybody else feel that way?
Roland first.
I don't know what you mean by the dam bursting. Because of the weather, I realized that it was not going to be a high scoring affair.
So but you thought our defense could just stop them the whole entire game.
I wasn't depending on our defense. I was hoping our offense would get in gear, because that's our strength. It's not our defense. Defense is Saskatchewan's strength, right? Our strength was offense, so we need to lean on our strength. But the first quarter, when we were dropping balls, I was getting really worried because our offense was not, the gears were not clicking right.
But the defense has to keep Saskatchewan's rustiness in check before, because I don't want to be playing from behind, even if our offense does get in gear. That's why I was scared the defense was just gonna collapse. But okay,
I
what
mean,
about you, Arthur?
I'm with you there, Greg. I think that I was concerned we weren't getting pass rush, right? I was concerned about that. I was concerned like that our defense was going to atrophy. Like
Yeah.
Saskatchewan eventually is going to figure this out,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I think they just needed time. They had some rust, so I thought they were going to get better in the second half. In the first drive, they got a touchdown in the second half, right?
Yeah. So I mean, the defense held until the offense got on track, which is what I was hoping. But I just, yeah, I mean, I hold my breath the whole one. But
I
anyway,
mean, we were within a one score all the way, like
yeah,
either team, right? So we were within one score, so the game was there for both teams. We weren't really ahead by over two scores, so we can't really say we had this game won in the bag. Yes, we were ahead 3 minutes left, but we all know in the CFL that is an
you play
eternity,
until it's
especially you're
zeros.
only up one
Exactly.
score,
Yeah, which is what
right?
we'll talk about later.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. But
So let's
but yeah, so
let's
just yeah, I think that I was concerned at that point, Greg. I was concerned the defense was not going to hold,
Yeah.
and I was concerned our receivers either they're dropping balls or they weren't getting open off their man coverage, off the Saskatchewan man coverage on our receivers. But they did get open in the fourth quarter, so which was good to see. But I was concerned.
Yeah. Yeah.
all
Okay.
right. Let's move on. I want to go
Arthur
through
and I
the.
agree on something. Yes.
Let's look at the positives. We're still talking about negatives. I want to start with some positives. All right. So first quarter, as I said, lots of 2 and outs, both sides of the line of scrimmage. We were getting 2 and outs.
Yeah, we were stopping them. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So we ended up first quarter 0-1. So still okay. We get into the second quarter. BC has the ball. We started on our BC 24-yard line. So I want to cue up this first play here. So that was a pass to McInnes. So that was
Yeah.
pretty good. It was a 2nd and 10, 18-yarder to McInnes. So good, good stuff there. And then I believe it's the next play after that. No, a couple plays after that. It was 2nd and 15. So we were in a little bit of a hole because of penalty. And
Yep.
let's
No end.
all right. So that was to Kotoy. So not bad, right? We drive 51 yards up to the Saskatchewan 35, and then we kick the field goal, and it hits the upright. So dead
Doink.
ball. So it's still 0-1. Saskatchewan starts the drive on their 30. It's a 2 and out. So still lots of 2 and outs. We get the ball, BC 41, 2 incomplete passes, another 2 and out. Saskatchewan gets the ball. They drive up 24 yards, so they get 3 plays in, and then they have to punt again. Right. So then, so still very slow going. Getting used to the weather, getting the rust out, as Arthur said. And then next drive, we start on the BC 7. So we start out with a 4-yard rush to Butler, 7-yard pass to Butler, another 4-yard rush to Butler, 12-yard pass to Berryhill, and then we have this play here.
Oh.
So that was to Hatcher, and we were commenting that had he run faster, he might have gotten a bit more yards after that.
Yeah.
Right. So that was to Hatcher, and then after that, Butler gets a 12-yard run, and then we have this play here. That's to Eberhardt with his jump over there. It gets us all the way down to the 3-yard line. So beautiful. Next play, Butler has a 0-yard rush. Then Rourke rushes in for the touchdown on this next play here. All right. So at this point, it's 7-1, and that was 103 yards. So we were able to put together a 9-play drive for 103 yards. When prior to this, we were lots
Chew
of
up
2
the
and outs.
clock.
Lots of 2 and outs, right? So, your thoughts, Greg, at this point?
I actually thought, you know what, maybe we're getting on track and that our offense can actually do a sustained drive, which in this weather, do not let a rhythm quarterback like Harris get on the field. So again, he's sitting on the sidelines getting cold. I was sky high at this moment thinking, we've got a shot at this. Not that we've won it. We've got a shot at this because now they've got to play catch up to us. If we can just keep that rhythm, we score, they score, we score, or we score, we stop. One or the other. I was actually quite hopeful at this point.
Okay. Arthur?
Well, I thought, like I was commenting to you guys earlier, I thought maybe Nathan had too much zip with this ball, and his receivers are having a hard time catching like a frozen football or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So this was good. He maybe took something off and laid in a little bit better, and the receivers kind of had to make some big catches. So yeah, I definitely optimistic that we finally got a touchdown. And Saskatchewan was at one point. And yeah, it's looking up. We finally scored a touchdown, so that's what we need. And Nathan got into rhythm, so definitely.
And it quieted the crowd down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I answer Blake's question about Sean White?
Okay, let's go.
Do you guys think White will play at least one more year, or is this it?
Okay.
In my opinion, he will play one more year until the goalposts are moved to the back of the end zone. Yeah. Of the reduced end zone.
I think so.
And then that will take him out of the league because he doesn't have the range.
Right after the new rules were announced, he posted something to the effect that well, that's it for us kickers or something like that.
Well, that's it for him because his range is 45, 47, 48 yards.
Is that pushing it?
That's pushing. Well, I don't know.
That's in like ideal BC place conditions.
Yeah, like in the dome.
Yeah.
Right. But again, you're only playing one. You're playing the Grid Cup once every 9 years, maybe in the dome. You might have to win some games in the prairies.
Yeah.
Like yesterday. So I think he'll play one more year, and then that'll be it.
Okay, there's another question from Nathan here. Maybe you guys can chime in. Hatcher is up for a big contract. Do we sign him for big money or move on?
Greg, take it.
Okay, Greg, the non-analytical, non-logical, I'm going to say we have a chat with him. And you see what he wants and where he can fit in. Because, again, he's got a chemistry with Rourke. And if he likes the environment here, he likes the locker room here, then maybe he takes a little bit down. So, I mean, I would make an effort to sign him, but there's got to be a limit to what we go because I'm sorry, as much as I like Hatch, he's got great hands, he's gutsy, whatever, but he is slow. I mean, if he's going to ask for like Lawler money, I would probably say move on, but make an effort to sign him first.
He's got the highest number of yards in the entire league. Right. So he may be slow, but he's making the catches. He's getting open and he's getting the yards.
Just again, make it. But again, if he's asking outrageous, then you let him go.
Q-Man Blake, how much is Hatcher playing for this year? He took a pay cut. He's under $200K. Do you guys know how much he's making this year? I think that I'm like with Greg. You can't pay him over $250. You can't. We need. Oh yeah. Well, 146. Oh yeah. He's not gonna. He wants a raise. Now we need upgrades on the offensive line. We need upgrades. We need a true nose tackle. we need some upgrades on linebacker. We need guys in secondary. So, uh, I think we have an heir apparent to Keon Hatcher already on staff, Greg, and you know who he is.
Oh, I know who he is. I know who he is, and I will.
You give everyone the sign who he is. Aiden Eberhardt. So I
Grit
think
and clutch.
clutch and then hard nose. So
Yeah.
I'm
And
thinking, yeah, if he's going to come in around 200, you ask Nate to take a pay cut. He hasn't, we need to get to the Grey Cup, right? We need to get past whoever in the West, and we need, like, the team has obvious holes. TJ Lee, Gary Peters may not be back, so we need more. We need to divert salary to the defense in the secondary. But
well, if I can add about the secondary, secondary guys with a import tag are just like running backs with an import tag. With all the talent you can draw from down there, you can get an RCJ for decent money. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm singing the praises of RCJ because that guy from wire to wire has been all that you would expect from a first year corner to me, or first year secondary guy to me. You can find guys with speed, with range that are reasonably priced because they're just coming in. Go for it, and then afford the money definitely to what do we think, Arthur? 2 players, 2 keys on the offensive line upgrade, 2 spots.
I mean, I'm looking at center and right guard.
And how about our D line?
Hey guys, can I call time on this? Let's talk about personnel changes maybe in a different episode.
Yeah, we have all wins.
Yes, true, we
Yeah.
do, we do.
And
Yeah,
spring.
tonight let's talk about this game.
All right.
And what what went well, what went wrong. All right. So where were we?
Well, how do we feel after this touchdown? And we answered that.
Hopeful, optimistic.
So so after that, Saskatchewan gets a 2 and out, and then we have a 2 and out as well.
Yeah.
And then Saskatchewan gets a 70-yard drive at the end of the second quarter and gets a field goal. So, we didn't want to give them momentum. That's what we were saying, right? But yet they were able to drive 70 yards, and it wasn't a touchdown, but still a field goal. And we knew that they were going to get the ball after the halftime. What were your thoughts at this point?
Well, we commented that it was like 2 minutes left and they had the ball or whatever. We said, can they just drive, hold on to the ball, kick a field goal or a touchdown, and give Saskatchewan? They don't give the Saskatchewan a chance with the ball in the first half.
Yeah.
And they get it. They went 2 and out.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, and then you see Saskatchewan get a field goal, and then they get the first position second half. So not great complimentary football in that last part of the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also said, Saskatchewan, not only did they get that opening kickoff in the second half, they're going to make the adjustments they need during halftime. They've had a whole half to get the rust off. We all commented, each of us, the lines better come out with intensity matching and execution matching, because Saskatchewan's got some ground to make up, and they can. Maybe our defense relaxed a little bit, or they executed poorly. We don't know because we weren't on the field with them. We can only call it like we saw it. So, yeah, I was still hopeful though. Again, still waiting for that other shoe to drop. But you know what? If the D can just get the stops, when they get the stops, we're okay because we're still in the lead.
Yeah.
And I thought our offense had gotten in gear, like you said, bro, because they drove the field on a nice drive.
Yeah. So yeah, halftime, and then first drive, Saskatchewan gets the ball. First drive, they go 64 yards, 8 plays to get another touchdown. So now the score is 7-11. So it wasn't looking good, but we get the ball. So I was hopeful that we'd do something, but then we do a 2 and out. 2 and out, and then Saskatchewan gets the ball again, and then this is where Ouellette fumbles. So I got this play
Key
here.
fumble.
Oh, and we were like on our feet.
Yeah. So it's running, got the first down, jumps, and then loses the ball.
That's what happens when you hurdle, dude. And it couldn't have happened to a better guy. Sorry. I just had to say that.
Yeah, so that was huge, right? We got the ball at the Saskatchewan 40-yard line, and we were thinking we gotta get
We
7
need
here.
him. Make him pay. Make him pay.
Yeah. So we start driving. Here's one of those plays here. It's a 23-yarder to McInnes.
He had no problem with that hard frozen football, did he?
Well, initially he was dropping balls too. So
Maybe.
initially he was dropping balls. So the 23 yards there, and then this is the one that we're all. This is the one that we're all.
Inner INT, man.
Yeah. So let's.
I've got a woulda, coulda, shoulda moment here for this one, but key it up.
See, he should have threw it ahead, right? Those
Ahead of him because then he leads him to that corner pylon.
Yeah.
That you learn in Pop Warner
You
football.
have to throw it ahead.
Did Nathan have enough to go over top to McInnes there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that corner was open.
Yep. Pump fake.
Yes.
It over.
McInnes was wide open there,
Yep.
Well, if he just it was a
That's
corner
my woulda,
pattern,
coulda,
yeah.
shoulda moment.
and McInnes caught the two plays prior to this. McInnes was the one who caught the passes, right? So he was on a roll and he was open, but I don't know. Maybe Rourke didn't see him.
Well, I mean, don't forget, catcher went across the line of scrimmage, right? So maybe they thought he would get lost in the wake, and it would be wide open. But Saskatchewan probably had that.
Keyed on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I may, and I know Blake might hear this was like the 04 Grey Cup to me. The force it to a certain receiver, and it cost you. You
Yeah.
can't have tunnel vision as a quarterback. If you're going to be the best quarterback in the league, if you're going to win games that you got to win, you can't have tunnel vision. I honestly think this was a case of tunnel vision
You
here.
think it's
I don't think
because,
Nate's
I mean,
mechanics
he
are that bad
targeted
because
McInnes
there's
the
nobody
two-
influencing him.
the two plays before this was McInnes, right? So you think he's not losing sight of McInnes. I mean,
Well, you know what? I threw to two to McInnes. Maybe I better throw one to Hatcher because he's the highest paid. I don't know, whatever. But
No, I mean he's not the highest paid, but
is
I
his
mean,
mechanics that bad here, though? I mean, like you said, he should have thrown it ahead of him. I mean, there's those riders are all in chase position. Like, just have Hatcher, because I think Hatcher's momentum was
Hassan
running to
here.
that goalpost, was it not?
yeah. So I mean, I think as this is first down, he's not thinking it's going to get popped up and then it's going to get intercepted. So he's just thinking, oh, Hatcher's going to make 3-4 yards, and then we can just go. We have two sneaks, and then we get in the end zone.
And run that, yeah.
So I mean, it was just a poor throw because it was a little behind,
yeah.
and then the ball bounced in here, and I think it hit Revis's butt, and then
It hit a butt, a foot. It was a stand back.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a bad bounce, but
It
it
was a
was
bad
not a
bounce.
good throw. But I don't know. If I'm throwing if I'm the quarterback, I'm going to the corner because this is a more risky throw.
Yeah. And
Because anything can happen and it's an interception, or if I do the corner, I'm not worried about a big run back, right? So it's just a safer. I think Hatcher's throws a little more high percentage, but throwing to McInnes is safer.
And he was open. Look at that.
yeah.
So that's,
And I mean, people say Hat should have had it, but it's hard when your momentum is going full out that way and you're turning behind you. That's pretty hard.
yeah.
I mean, Butler had to turn around a couple of times last night. Like it was throwing, and he had to literally turn his back to the riders and face Nathan to catch.
Yep. And then that kills your
you
momentum.
lose your momentum, but you catch the ball. I
But
think
then
as
it
a
also
receiver,
allows
you
the D
have-
to close on you too quickly.
As a receiver, you have to ensure the catch.
Yep.
But maybe it was coming fast, and yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Nathan probably took some hits yesterday, and maybe he was off.
Well, could Rourke also have you know how we used to say VA is the moment sometimes too big for VA? Is that some growing pains we need to go through with Rourke? Maybe it's not as apparent, but I mean, some of these throws, if they're that off, is the moment too big for Rourke?
I don't
I mean, I don't think so. I mean,
Yeah.
Honestly, he needed to execute in the last 3 minutes, and then we're winning. Yes, this was not a good throw, and he's going to have bad throws. He also had like some Houdini acts, right? He's caught in the grasp and he throws it out. So, but I think he just needed to execute something in the last 3 minutes. But no, I don't think it's too big for him.
Yeah.
because he was in a winning position with 3 minutes to go.
Hey,
I
hey,
think
good night, Morbital.
Orbital, thank you for your support this
Yeah,
year, and
thanks for
hopefully you'll
joining
tune
us.
into some that we continue to do, buddy. Have a great morning.
All right, so this was a really bad. This was a little bit of a soul crusher because it was a 10-point swing, like Arthur said.
Is
Right?
it a TSN turning point? Would you say this play?
When you lose by 3 points,
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
I mean, or was
it's a
this
10-point
stopping the
swing.
second and 3,
I
right? Or
mean,
is it this?
yes, but the Lions' offense redeemed themselves to get a bleed, but then
Yeah.
someone needed to make a play in the last 3 minutes, and that
Yeah.
didn't happen.
Okay. So like I said, this leads to a field goal. So it's a 10-point swing, and then we get the ball back. So we're now at the BC 40. So McInnes gets a nice pass, 17 yards. Rourke gets sacked, -7 yards, and then we have another pass to Kotoy here. So this one was for 19 yards. So he caught that barely off the ground. Right, just a few inches.
Can we go back there? What happened to Hatcher?
I think he got picked.
It looked
But
like he
it
got
was
low
within-
bridged.
It's within 5 yards.
Can we go Can we go back? It looked like he got low bridged there.
Yeah, he got hit. But it's 5 yards.
He ran into the.
Okay, he tripped. Okay, he tried to jump around the guy. Okay,
Yeah, he ran into the
okay,
defender.
fair
there.
enough.
That,
I
I mean,
just want to
it's
see.
5-6 yards. That should be illegal contact on the receiver, but
It'd be declined anyway, right?
well, I don't know. Yeah, if
Or do you
they
tack on the
flag.
urge? No.
Yeah, no, they won't tack it on. But this was a play by Kotoy. He had to beat one guy, and he ended up beating 2-3 guys and gets the first down. This was huge because what was it, 2nd and 16, right? So that was the end of the third quarter. We're at 7:14. Huge Rano says Javon Kotoy is a winning player. Blake says Rourke completely throws across his body there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why it was a little low.
Yeah. Nathan says, I didn't feel as negative as the last two Western final losses. This one was heartbreaking. We were in it the whole time. The last two in Winnipeg weren't even close.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, and now it's like we're one or two little things away versus what do we got to do to even get close, right?
Yeah. So that was the end of the third quarter. And then we go into the fourth quarter. So there was an 18-yard pass to Hatcher, 4 yards to Butler. And then this next one here is a 19-yarder to Hatcher. And a touchdown. So it's actually more than 19 yards because it was deep in the end zone. So we tied the game 14-14. That was a 65-yard drive, 6 plays ending in a touchdown. So Arthur, what were you feeling at this point?
I mean, it was good for. I mean, the defense made a stop, right? And then the offense drove the field, and it was like we were like going, what happened with the Saskatchewan secondary? And it seemed like Rivas was like making like waves, and like he was really concerned about what was setting up. It seemed like the Riders were doing some kind of half man, half zone in their secondary.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, yeah, I give you credit for when you pull it off, but obviously that was a blown coverage. Hatcher completely wide open.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, looked good. We've tied the game, right?
Yeah.
And Nathan is starting to get into a rhythm.
Yeah. And it's the fourth quarter, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So that's good. So it's anyone's game when you're tied in the fourth quarter.
Blake says Moj was saying that the noise hurts the offense, but sometimes it can hurt the defense as they completely broke down on that TD.
True.
Yeah.
All I can say is I'm glad it happened to another team besides ours. Defensive breakdowns can happen. It was good to see. And it couldn't have happened to a better team at a better time.
All right. So where were we? We're tied at 14-14. Saskatchewan gets the ball back. They start on their 22-yard line. And it's a 2-and-out. They punt So
Jordy
this is
did the job again.
perfect opportunity, right? So we get the ball back. We start on our 53-yard line. I think there was there was
No
a
yards,
penalty
I think,
there.
on that
Yeah,
one, wasn't it?
yeah. So we start marching down, and let me show you this next play here. This was a 2nd and 9, and it was a pass to Butler. So this was amazing in that, he was going to go down, but he wouldn't.
And he's got Micah Johnson is the one trying to pull him down, too. That's a big fella.
And then he just tosses the ball over to Butler, and Butler gets the first down. So 2nd and 9, the defense has him in their grasp, and he wouldn't go down for the sack, and extends the play, and they end up making a play. So that was beautiful. Blake says magician. Daniel says what a play. Just believes this. That play was insane. So it's plays like this that makes you say, hey, we could win this, right?
Mm.
So, and then the next one here. So later on in this same drive, we get it down to the 3-yard line or 2-yard line, and Rourke runs it in. So at this point, it's 21-14. Daniel says, guys, this was the play where I thought we had it. Oh, Blake says he also threw the ball with his wrong hand. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Because he was being twisted from the right-hand side, so you had to shift it to his left and then
Wow. That was just pure improvisation, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Who said they thought they had that? Who's the comment?
Daniel.
Yeah, so did Nathan. I think this is when Nathan yelled what he yelled.
Yes, he did. He did.
So did Nick in our viewing party.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Roland was giving him the stink eye.
Nick's an excited brand new fan, right?
Roland was giving him the stink eye.
Yeah. Daniel says, Nathan says it's our turn. Yeah, so that's here.
Our time.
Our time. Okay.
It's not our time.
Yeah.
Not yet. Maybe next year.
So 21-14, Saskatchewan gets the ball back on their 42-yard line. They drive 58 yards to our 5-yard line. But it's third down from our 5-yard line, and they kick a field goal.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And they're booed.
And at this point, Arthur and I were arguing. Arthur was saying they got to go for a touchdown, and I was saying I'm not sure. And then when they lined up for the field goal, I was actually surprised because I didn't think that they actually would, but they did.
Because it was 3rd and 3. Mind you, it was 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
3rd and goal on the 3-yard line, and they went for it and got a touchdown earlier this game.
Yeah.
So this was what, 5 yards to go, right? A little bit more. Maybe their analytics were saying 3 yards. It's close enough, but 5, no. But I'm like, but yeah, it was. He had faith in his defense.
Exactly. That I think that's the big thing.
The defense that he built.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he knew Buck was probably gonna go conservative, and that plays into the strength of the Riders' defense.
Yeah, that's right. If he puts it in the defense's hands, then that's his strength.
Buck's gonna go like run.
Yep.
Run.
Yeah. So
It's gutsy play call, but
Arthur, question. They've kind of kept your run in check all night, so we've not really been able to establish the run per se.
Yeah.
But because they're so key on keeping that run game in check, do you continue to do play action, even though they may bite, they may not bite? Right? Because they're so keyed on keeping the run game in check. Even in RPO, it worked all night, even though they know you're probably going to pull it, or they spy Nathan, whatever. I think I'd be more Nathan going outside one-on-one. I'd like his chances better than what he tried to do.
I mean, he had some decent bootlegs.
Yeah.
Right, early, and then the receivers dropped the ball. Some of the RPOs worked, and actually the second down play was 2nd and 3. I mean, okay, so I think okay. they're stacking the box anyway, so you might as
Yeah.
well run play action.
Exactly. Even though they're stacking the box, they know we got it in check. They're probably going to play action. I think I still like our chances with the play action.
Yeah, you still do play action. Now, if they somehow back up out of that box, then you hand it off. So it's kind of like an RPO. RPO is like you have a run, but you can just not hand it
Yeah.
off and you pass, right? So the receivers aren't necessarily blocking; they're actually going in pattern. So that's what
Yep.
essentially that's what an RPO is.
Yep.
So I would have looked and seen if someone has got open. Like you need 5 yards, 4 yards.
Yep.
I mean, it was 2nd and 3,
Yep.
and that last pivotal drive, then you just need 2 yards, and you're going for it on 3rd down, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. I mean, mind you, they called quarterback draw. I was telling you they're gonna run quarterback draw.
Yeah,
Rowan
you
goes,
did.
No, don't
Yep.
do it. That's
Don't-
terrible.
don't
I'm
go-
like,
You're
Draw.
jumping ahead. That's
Yeah.
what I have queued up next.
Yep.
Let's,
Go outside.
Okay. Let's.
but anyways, yeah.
Let me read a couple and then we'll show that play that you're talking about. Daniel says, show the play where it was 2 and 3, 2nd and 3. I don't. Is that one? Might not have that queued up. Sorry.
Horvath
Daniel.
got blown out by AJ
Yeah.
Allen. Blown
So,
up.
all right. Let me. Let's go on. So after that field goal by Saskatchewan, we needed to stay ahead. So we get the ball on our 36-yard line and we do a 2 and out. We rush 4 and then it was an incomplete pass.
And we were telling each other 4 first downs. That's all we need. 4 first downs.
So what happened on that? What happened on that? It was run and then.
Yeah, run for 4 yards and then an incomplete pass. And then
So that incomplete pass probably was in Buck's mind because they probably they didn't want to take a sack. Every yard counts, right?
yeah,
So you're probably doing a quick pass, which feeds into the Saskatchewan defense, which is taking away the run and taking away the short zone. And they're hoping that their 4-man rush will get to you before Nathan can throw anything deep.
yeah. So
And that's the strength of their defense.
yeah, so we do 2 and out, and then Saskatchewan gets the ball on their 36-yard line, and they also do a 2 and out. So 2 incomplete passes.
So I'm thinking it's there.
So-
It's
so
there, baby.
we get the ball back on our 36-yard line.
I thought we dodged a massive bullet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm
Yep.
like, okay, now just get 2 first downs and
Now
we
we
win this
only
game.
need 2. Yeah, we went from 4 to just getting 2.
Yeah. So first play, Butler rushes for 7.
Which I was like, wow,
Yeah.
7, that's good.
I mean,
feel
7
really
Yep.
good.
We were
Exactly.
just like, this is it. This is it.
second and manageable, right? And then we get to this. Actually, here
You do have it,
You do have it.
I do.
And I was going, they're going to run quarterback draw.
and we're telling you, no, don't look at all. Yeah,
Okay, hold on. This is the 7-yard rush. So the O line was pushing him. This is our version of the tush push. So,
see, that's how you measure intensity, right there.
Yeah.
That's desire and want to win. Got to win.
right. So it's 1 minute 33 seconds left, and it's 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. And
Okay, how many guys in the box for Saskatchewan?
okay, let's see.
7.
There's four in front and 3 linebackers.
Because I'm guessing, I mean, your halfbacks, the 2 on the bottom, they're in coverage, and yeah, it's 7.
You have 7, but you have 1 half close.
And then the safety's kind of down,
Yeah.
right? On the,
I mean,
the
the safety is only how many yards past the line of scrimmage?
6, 7? Who can close the minute you
10 yards. He's 10 yards. But yeah, he can close. But yeah.
So I'm gonna run the play here. This
Okay, I've got Kleenex. Everybody prepared. I got Kleenex.
So Horvath got blown up.
yeah. I think I have another angle here. So this
He should have gone outside.
See, 34 goes up. AJ Allen just destroys him.
Threw him to the just threw him down, and then
And
that
he
whole
doesn't even if AJ Allen was picked off, there's 2 other riders.
all right. So you're talking about the right side here.
No. Well, no. Okay, Horvath is going up.
Horvath 34 is going up to take AJ Allen, the
and he
linebacker,
gets
right here.
Okay.
He just
here.
gets tossed like a sack of flour.
Yeah. That block.
But you'll see 2 other guys come in.
Yeah.
Other than Allen. So even if Allen was blocked, you see one guy.
The safety's coming up
fighting.
now. That's That's Revis, the safety.
So there's that linebacker coming in, and he was hiding in the line.
Yeah.
So this is where 64-51. They were only, I think they're tied up with how many? One guy.
Two. There's another helmet kind
This
of.
one helmet
There's
here.
a helmet above 64, and then the guy to the
No,
left of 64.
this guy kind of moved over.
Yeah, so they needed to pick that guy up.
Yeah.
But can we back it up a little
If
bit?
it was a quarterback draw, design quarterback draw.
Can we back it up just a little bit? If Horvath just interferes, like makes that blow. Oh no, it was designed because I mean I was thinking Nathan could go to the left between Horvath and Broxton, but no, Horvath was turned.
It was
That's
designed,
what-
you see,
yeah,
because
he's meant to go the A gap there. Yes,
you
yeah,
see
up the
because
hash.
the receivers are taking their block.
Yeah, so he's designed to go up the hash mark.
Look
to,
at
yeah.
Couture downfield. He's
Yeah,
taking that
receiver's
block.
taking the block
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
And
so
then
they're
that
not, it's not run
linebacker
pass.
is
It was a design
okay.
draw.
Arthur was correct. Back it up. That they 64-51 were engaged with one guy because that linebacker comes over. He was hiding up around the M, like Arthur said, and he comes over.
They
Yeah.
needed
He
needed
starts up here. So these two were double teaming. When they saw him moving this way, one of them should have released and taken him, right?
well because you when you put your running back up, they're gonna support it. They don't know if he has the ball or not. Right? So then Nate follows. And
Yeah.
they're already closing on Horvath.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think it was a bad play call to begin with. Because, even if Horvath makes his block, so say
There's nowhere to go.
he seals that guy off. Like what Arthur said, there's another two guys coming in.
Yeah, because Nate's
So-
supposed to run up the hash mark because where Horvath is, he's sealing Allen to the outside. Nate is supposed to go up like Arthur said, Corbett, and then Rivas was coming, and that guy was coming across that we can barely see. And I don't think Nathan would see him either until it's too late.
Yeah, he wouldn't see him. So that's why, like, Couture or like Woodruff needed to be in that gap and take that linebacker. They don't need to be 2-on-1.
Yeah.
They need
Is
to
that-
be 1-on-1.
That's not Woodruff. That's Pearson. Woodruff is to the right. Woodruff is that's Pearson.
So where's Broxton?
Broxton, he's over on the left side. He's sealed this.
So- Okay,
Yeah,
this
because
edge here.
64. So yeah, that's 54. That's Pearson beside Couture.
So what maybe Woodruff is
And Schluger is kind of bent over just to the right of
wait a
51.
minute.
Or is that Una?
O lineman. They have 6 O linemen. Yeah. No, 5.
No, 5.
Is that Una down there or is that Schluger?
Yeah, Una is the right guard here, right?
Okay, so Schluger's not in because it looks like 64, because Schluger's 57, is he not? So I see a 64 and a 50-ish 4.
Oh, okay. That's they didn't. Yeah. So
So that's Pearson and Couture on that one guy.
yeah. So that's
Yeah,
that's
I
just
don't know.
fine. So you see, Nathan probably think I can probably get it.
yeah.
But then that happened quick. Yeah, that is Pearson. So Pearson's still with his guy.
So, I mean, if
And then he
Horvath
tried
made
to
the
fall
block,
forward. Like he
Yeah.
thought he could maybe get. He
But
just
then
needed 2
Rivas-
yards, right?
Rivas
So
kept the forward momentum from going anywhere
yeah, but
forward.
then Rivas coming in late. Thurman gets him. Thurman's there, and then Rivas over the top just denies the forward.
Allen, Thurman
line.
stopped the momentum, and then Rivas ensures not falling
But
forward.
of course, if Allen was blocked, then maybe he could still spin and get 2
Yeah.
yards. But
if
Wouldn't you
Horvath
like to
made
have
the
seen
block
two
there-
guys just going down the middle like Hatcher did earlier on that big
Yeah.
31-yard run?
But I think they knew because the Lions had success with the draws, right, and in the red zone. So if I was Mace, I'd say, okay, the Lions are going to do quarterback draw.
And where did Butler? Oh no, Butler would have been. I think Butler got picked up by that halfback.
There was someone spying him
Yeah.
in the flat.
Yeah, he's going with them.
Yeah, so this guy's going after Butler there.
But then it's 1-on-1 in the flat.
Well,
So could you have thrown it to him in the flat? He's got to make someone miss, and
Yeah,
then
so-
he might pick up the first down.
so even if Nathan went to the right, he's toasted because Woodruff miffed on the first guy in. Woodruff let 95 come in clean.
But yeah, Horvath needed to be a
Like-
bit stronger.
Yeah, I don't think Horvath was expecting to get tossed, whereas Allen was going to get in no matter what.
Well, I think you hold your ground and then
Yeah.
try to seal. Like you try to trap him, right? Trap him to the left.
Question in hindsight, was Horvath just meant to chip Allen and then get up and take out Rivas?
I doubt it.
No.
Okay, just asking. Because Woodruff, look at Woodruff didn't even. Oh man,
Yeah. So this play killed us.
Yeah,
We needed
that's a game winner for
yeah,
Saskatchewan's
we
defense.
needed a first down. Their defense held us. We failed on a couple places, right? Didn't execute well, and I think the play call was not the right one.
Yeah, I mean, especially there's no run pass option. Like these two receivers were in
Yeah.
blocking downfield, so
I would like to have seen them gone for a route.
No. Blake says I still think Butler would have gotten it. We don't
yeah. I
have
mean,
the
I
footage
think
of
looking at this, I like Butler's chances one-on-one in the
Better.
flat.
But I can't see how tight was the coverage on him in that flat though.
we can't see. Okay,
You don't know. I
let's
mean,
see
I think
if-
it was 5 yards, maybe.
Let's see
But
if
I
we
mean,
have it in this
that's a
angle
long
here.
way. We don't know how far. By the time Nathan gets
There,
the
there,
ball
there,
out to
you
him, does
see.
that guy close? Right?
Okay.
Oh no, there's
there
Butler.
it is.
Okay.
There's Butler.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So you tell me. It's like 7 yards, 8 yards.
Oh no, McKinnis has.
Yeah.
McKinnis, yeah. Then Butler gets outside. Yeah.
McKinnis is going to block this guy.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Nate probably thought that the way Horvath was coming, he didn't see Thurman. Like Thurman came up, he thought Horvath sealed it, so he might get 2 yards. He thought, okay, maybe it's just safer for me to get 2 yards.
Yeah.
2
Yeah,
3
because
yards
that
by
guy that
myself.
Woodruff miffed on, does that influence Nate looking at Butler? Because he comes in pretty quick.
No, he probably throws it high. But then if you throw it high, then
Then you
you
give
allow
those other
the-
guys
you
a
allow
chance to
the-
fight off their block.
yeah.
Because that guy can't. Woodruff just kind of waved at him, and he just
Right
comes
here,
right
he
in.
should keep it, throw it right away.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Like right there. That's
Yeah.
it. I mean, it's all you need.
Yeah.
And then he runs down towards the sideline flag. Yep. Yeah, if he gets rid of it like now, you are correct.
I mean, he doesn't like. Why would he need to wait? It's ridiculous. Because the secondary sees like the Lions receivers holding up,
Yep.
so they're coming. They're crashing the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Butler could have gone for a long way besides just the 3. We don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jasper says 95 on the edge scared Nathan.
Yeah. I agree, but again, if Arthur's so right, if Nathan just goes now,
You got to be decisive now. Like 2nd and 3, you're not like dropping back for three seconds, right? I mean, you see an open receiver in the flat, you fire it to him.
but it's almost like Nathan had it pre-planned. I'm going up behind Horvath,
Yeah.
and
I
then
think he wanted to run. I think he
Yeah.
thought maybe he could
because
get
it'll
it.
take time off the clock.
He's been doing it. He's been doing it all game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not that tight in a crowd like
And
that to
all
run
year,
through it.
right?
Oh yeah, so
He usually goes further outside.
Yeah.
You give Saskatchewan credit. They
Yep.
shut that running play down.
Yep.
Yeah. But
This
we
almost
coulda
reminds me of the Seahawks' second Super Bowl. He
we,
should
we,
have thrown
we
it
could
to
have called
Marshawn
a
Lynch.
better we could have called a better play too. You know, we basically got locked in, right? And yeah. Oh well. Okay, so Saskatchewan gets the ball back because we punt it. They start on the BC 36-yard line.
Saskatchewan,
So Saskatchewan 34-yard line, and then
a chunk play right away.
yeah, first
that
play
hurt.
was this 23 yards.
They rush 3.
Yeah,
And
23
then
yards.
there's a massive. So they have 3. They have a prevent 3, cover 3 defense. Their low zone, short
Yeah.
zone is 10 yards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
look
it
at
shouldn't
this.
There's
be.
a massive
Massive
hole.
space here.
Yeah, there's a massive hole. Well, no, that's fine. You're
And then-
giving them that.
yeah, and then
But there's a
massive space
massive
here.
hole between your cover 3 and your linebacker drop.
That's
That's
20 yards between
20
the
yards.
two.
One guy's deep. You don't need 3 guys running after him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this
So
had this play been executed better, we're not talking about the outcome. I don't think.
Well, they needed a chunk play in the
Yeah.
first.
yeah, and we're giving it to them, right? So
But the Saskatchewan receivers caught it, and Trevor Harris before this.
I mean,
Yeah,
look
but-
at all the space he had.
Yeah, but Harris was off. Remember he that one play
That
where
shot he
got-
took.
They got the field
Yeah.
goal. He was running and he got hit
Yeah.
in the head, and
Yeah.
after that he was a little off, but he got himself reset. So kudos to him. 39-year-old quarterback. I love it. In terms of I love the story. I don't like my team losing,
Yeah.
but and he's a good. All I hear, he's a good guy, and he delivered.
Yeah.
Kudos to him. Like he had to throw it. Yeah, a guy's wide open. He
Yeah.
still had to throw it.
Yeah.
Would you guys have liked to see a pump fake and they bite on it and then that guy in the middle is wide open like a la Hatton, like going? That would have killed me too.
I don't mind them scoring right away. You have a chance to
Yeah,
respond,
true.
right? And
Yeah.
because you're up by 4, you just need a field goal to tie.
Yeah.
So it's different, that this is the way it is.
Yeah.
But I don't mind you.
I just wish cover 3 was at 12 at most.
No, I mean I think you don't. I think that they need multi-dimensional zone. I don't think it's just too
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. That's right. Because they were.
Yeah, I'm with Nathan. You put your 3 down,
Yeah.
your rush. You put your deepest guys at 12, 15, and then if they have to back up with coverage, that's fine. But then at least they can close up. When you put them at 20 yards past the first down line, that's way too much.
Yeah.
Because then those short, medium zone guys like, okay, I'm leaving them to go. Well, no, because now you got like 5 or 6 receivers flooding the zone at 15, 20 with 3 guys to cover them. So no, it was poorly executed. I don't mind the call, like Farhan said. It's just poorly lined up and poorly executed, and they don't move as well as a defensive unit like Saskatchewan in sync with each other. I have to say that.
Yeah. So this was a chunk yard play, and then the next play it was an incomplete pass. So now it's a second and 10.
This was a killer.
Yeah.
Second and
Don't
10.
show it, Roland. Don't show it. Okay, now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at 15 yards off the ball.
They get to MLS and then they push it.
Poor tackling.
Ouellette comes in and just pushes the
Yeah.
ball. But I mean, they already got it, but then you just pushed it.
But
Yeah.
see, what? Tell me why a linebacker, and I love Josh Woods, but tell me why you're taking a tall receiver up around the shoulders. Get him off his feet ASAP.
Mimi's trying to hold it up and they're trying to strip it. Strip the ball.
That wasn't working the whole game. Whenever you try to
it
strip
worked
the
once. So that defense got one takeaway.
until somebody wraps them up like this is time not for this. You got to make sure you got the tackle. I'm saying you
Well,
got.
I mean, I think it's close enough that they were gonna go for it. I mean, it's like 3rd and inches. They're gonna give him forward
Yeah.
forward progress, and then he got it there before even. I mean, he got it before even Ouellette came in. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, they would have got it anyways. I thought.
Yeah.
And then if he doesn't have that open, Ouellette's open, because you had way too many guys too far back.
Yeah. Exactly. Like,
Way too many. Prevent's one thing, but there's so many different formations of prevent. There's
I
so
know.
many different alignments. They did the wrong one.
Yeah. Like any one of these receivers here could catch the ball and then try to. Right?
Well, I
Like,
mean, yeah, the 3 in the bottom are more open.
Yeah.
Even Ouellette in the middle.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Like he's gonna get the first down. Look at that.
Like,
how much
you-
space
you-
he has.
when I
So
give,
do you play your regular alignment and like we throw prevent out the window and just play the D you've been playing and let them have to earn their way down the field and chew up the clock? Or are you thinking let them score quick? Like prevent, you're trying not to let them score, period. But you're giving up the chunks underneath. Do you play the tighter, more aggressive defense? And if they earn their way down the field, so be it. Live and die by it.
I'll let Roland answer first, then I'll answer.
I don't know. I think the way they executed this prevent, it was, they were chewing the clock anyway.
This is
Because-
hindsight, of course.
Because look, they're preventing any passes down this deep, right? So it's not going to be a quick pass. It's going to be like a pass here. So they're going to get 10, 15 yards. So instead of giving them 20, 30 yards, we're giving them 10, 15 yards. So they're gonna chew up like how many plays to get to the end zone.
There's still way too much time on the clock for them to.
And you're backing up. I mean, you're lining up at 12. The minute the ball snaps and the receivers take off, those guys at 12 start backing up, and the receivers aren't even at 10 yet, and you're already at 25. Right? But if you got your 4-man rush, your linebackers kind of in your middle zone. Again, what do you think, Arthur?
Okay, so I'm not a fan of prevent defense. I know that's what teams do because the clock is working for them. But in the CFL, just the way things are, and the officials, like, if you could just get first downs on passes, like 10 yards on first down, You got a lot of plays, 6, 7 plays, and then they're going to take 20, 30 seconds for the yard markers, and then like you can run like 47 seconds. You can run like 6 plays, 7
Yeah.
plays. So to me, they can do 6, 7 plays. They're in the end zone, 10 yards, where they are. So for me, I start to blitz.
Yeah.
The reason I ask this is because we weren't beat all night. We weren't beat deep all game. Am I right? Correct? And now all of a sudden they're scared of being beat deep.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're
That's-
just trying to play the clock, right? They're trying
Yeah.
to like play a high percentage defense.
yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
let
but-
the easy one. I get it. I understand it.
Yeah. But it worked
for
against us.
For
Yeah.
me, I would throw them something different.
Yeah.
They're expecting us to play prevent 3-man rush, right? And don't forget, against certain quarterbacks, this works. Against Vernon Adams, sorry, just believe.
It works.
I've seen it. He has trouble.
We've died with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor Harris is a different animal.
Yeah.
Right? And he's got good receivers. And he wasn't on it, but for this drive he was on it. And he executed.
Yeah.
He executed beautifully, and the Saskatchewan defense executed beautifully in the last 3 minutes of the game. And the Lions
Didn't.
Yeah.
offense
So-
did not execute, and the defense did hold the Riders to that field goal, and then got a tune out, asking them a third time. To
That's
stop
when the other shoe
Saskatchewan.
dropped that I was worried
That is
about.
asking too much of your defense, in my opinion.
Yes.
So,
Agreed.
and maybe they're getting tired, so maybe you rush 3, but I would maybe give them something different. Do a delayed blitz. Get Harris. Like,
Confused.
Right now, he's just like picking who's the open receiver. He doesn't have to worry about. He doesn't have to worry about. They leave Ouellette open as the check down, right? And he's wide open. Most probably, he would get the first down, but it would chew up too much time, right? So he's not worried.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't need to go to his check
Well-
down. Look at how many other open
Yeah,
receivers there are.
But even
and
like they're so like they've set it up where he doesn't even have to work, because I'm saying even they have Ouellette as a check down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's like Corey May said, they had that bonus week, so they watched the Lions prevent. So like Arthur said, if you give them a different look, yes, maybe you are going to go to prevent, but give them a different look. Like I said, there's many different alignments and formations to drop into a prevent. But they knew how we execute and how we like to run our prevent, and they had it. They had it. They knew exactly what we're going to do. They had their layers where they needed to have their layers, and they executed, and it worked.
So,
So I'm
again,
going to read what Nathan says here. Nathan says, should have sent pressure, and if Harris gets them a TD early, Rourke has time with the ball back.
I agree with that.
Well, that's like I said, we played the defense we had been playing early on in the game.
So you rush 3, you have 9 in coverage, right? I got
Yep.
the math right. So in this situation, you have a pretty static 9 back. Don't you shoot 2 guys after the drop? Like, there's
Yeah.
a 3-second drop. Shoot 2 guys, just run forward in anticipation of our curl pattern,
Yep.
right? So this is how you do it. You still have, you shoot 2 guys up. You still have 7 guys in coverage.
Yeah.
So there's things you can do just to mix it up. And
Yep.
it's some of the secondary's young, some of the secondary's banged up. So maybe this is the safest way. We don't know, but they have more.
Yeah.
They have more. They have extra DBs in. So yeah,
But again, you line those DBs up at like 8.
yeah,
but-
for sure.
yeah.
Well, they probably did, and they dropped back.
No, they lined up they were at the first down. I think they were at 12 and then started dropping at the snap of the ball, which
Yeah.
drove me nuts.
So this what I've been telling everyone. When I see this, they were playing not to lose
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
playing to win.
Yeah. And the playing to win is put the pressure on Harris. Like, roll this back. Those guys, and again, even if you line up at 12, then let the receivers come to you, or you start, again, like Arthur said, shoot 2. See, look they're at like 12, 15.
Yeah.
And the minute those receivers cross the line of scrimmage, they're backing up.
Yeah.
There's only 5 receivers. You have
I know,
9
look
in
at-
coverage.
It's like,
And now
You're
they're
not even worried
but,
about
but
Ouellette.
not in the right position even, right?
No.
So
So let's back it up. And if you put those first layer of prevent at like 6 or 7, the other 4 guys at like 8 to 10, then let them come to you. Right? There's prevent, but again, it's how you execute it, like Farhan said. You can line up, look at it, and like Arthur said, shoot two guys. Do something, show them prevent, make them think, oh yeah, this is what we're ready for, and then do something different. Right? But again, we can.
Yeah, I mean, again, maybe they couldn't get the audible in. I don't know. Like they just
You call it before it even happens. I mean,
I don't know.
you
So
try different things,
Yeah.
right? I mean this is where your veterans got to come over, right? They like, hey, this is. I mean, you see Peters breaking, but it's just too late.
yep.
The ball's like
And he's got a
he saw
horrible
it and
angle
he's
of a break
breaking.
too. Yeah. And again, Benny's been in this league long enough. I'm not calling for Benny's head, but he's been in this league long enough. He should know, like Arthur said, down, distance, clock, what can happen in this CFL with the clock where it is. And, he's got this line. This is the alignment he called. I don't think the player said, well, okay, Coach Benny called prevent, let's line up here. No,
Yeah,
that's the lineup he called.
exactly. That's what they practiced.
But it's not okay. Don't fire him over it. Don't give it his. I mean, he did turn the D around because he got the horses, like Arthur said. It was a little. We weren't sure scheme of horses, but this was
But they got to
scheme.
learn. He's got to learn from this.
They executed this scheme well, just the wrong scheme,
That's
wrong alignment.
Yeah, Daniel's saying the Lions have to learn from this next year.
They have to. It's critical they learn from this.
Yeah. Blake says, I mean, we knew our defense was shaky. Our offense didn't do its job and left the game in the defense's hands.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't expect the defense. to
And the
stop Raiders
defense
3
hung in
times.
there all game. They took
Exactly, yeah.
punches. They gave punches. They kept Saskatchewan down when they were rusty. They gave our offense time to come back. The offense had those drives to give the defense rest. I who was hard on the D, I'm going to give the D passing grade definitely for what they did.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think if I'm like if I have to attribute blame to this loss, I think it's 65% offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Early
like,
on mistakes, ill-timed
I think
mistakes.
it's like
Yeah.
15 to 20%, 20 to 25% special teams, and the rest is
5-10.
the defense because the missed field goal. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the defense players are doing what they've been told. But again, I don't think it's worth putting Benny's head on a platter. I'm not calling for Benny's job. He's done a great job. He's proved it. His defense turned it around and got us here when the offense, because we said on the show our offense kind of went into a decline for the last few games of that 7. They weren't playing at that high level.
Yeah. So Blake agrees. He says, all season our defense has been worse than our offense, but the loss isn't on the defense.
No,
for
not
this game."
totally, not totally.
So let me go to this the second last play of the drive. So there,
Another
first and
chunk-
10 on the
another
BC
chunk play.
24.
25-yard line.
Oh,
20 seconds left, Greg.
Yeah.
I know. We
And
won't
look
we
at
won't
that.
say what I said at the party we were viewing this at.
So again, like
Same thing.
look how open everyone is. And
This
then-
is a 2-layer
No,
zone.
no.
They changed the zone a little, I guess.
This guy here wasn't as open as the ones that we just saw, but he blew past Peters here,
Yep.
and you'll see in the replay that Peters just basically gave up even before he got the ball.
Because maybe he thought the layer behind him was closer. I don't know.
Here, I'll run this in normal speed, and you'll see. He just lets up.
Oh, because he knew he's beat.
Yeah, he just lets up there.
Well, Myers is pretty fast. We probably give him a maybe.
Because
Well,
Peters
maybe-
can't even get in there to tip the ball. He can't even get in there to do anything.
You don't know what
He's-
move he did on him. Obviously,
No.
he did a move, right? He faked outside and went inside, and
Yeah.
Peters knows he's got support inside.
And does Peters' knee give him that explosion if he has to return and recover closing speed? Does Peters' knee have it because it's been bugging him? We've seen the injury reports leading up to the playoff times, right?
Yeah. So that was. I mean, at this point, we were saying that's it.
Yep.
You know.
We were saying that at the last play. Honestly, well, because they didn't change anything. It was the same alignment again.
They changed.
Oh,
Changed the depth of the multi-zone. So it wasn't all one zone. It was all like different layers. They may have done like. I wonder if they did a little man-on-man and they have zone guys in the middle. It seemed that's what I think they did a mix. It seemed like there was man-to-man on the receivers and that play, and they had guys they had 3 safeties.
Yeah. Oh, Blake says should have let them score there.
Yeah, but I bet you Saskatchewan drops down. They wouldn't have gone into
No,
score.
I mean,
He would have gone
you
in.
never know. You never, because it's what? How many seconds? It's 11 seconds, right?
Let's see.
It's 2 plays. And they were there before, and then you were able to stop them, right? And they kicked the field goal.
Yeah.
So Saskatchewan needs a touchdown to win.
Yeah.
So
14.
it's different. So
14
yeah,
seconds.
I mean,
show-
yeah, it's a tough call.
It's
Yeah,
tough,
maybe
yeah.
you let them score. I don't know.
Yeah. Who is 33 here?
Finley.
Yeah. Finley.
I have no complaints about the way he's played since he's been in.
Yeah. Blake
None.
says, Mad hops to Myers, though, as I said earlier, I thought Harris overthrew it.
Yeah, that was he adjusted and made a awesome catch.
Well, he had to throw over a layer and drop it into another layer. So yeah, Myers went up where he needs to go.
A little wobbly pass,
High point.
but
High point.
he didn't. Yeah, he caught it. They caught it
Wobbly
with
pass, but there's no one there to affect it. And then you got
Yeah. Daniel says, wish you could have picked that up.
there was nobody close enough, Daniel.
Yeah,
That's
our
the
guys are
problem.
like,
Well, Buck Pierce said he was hoping that someone would make a play at the end of the game.
Well,
But I just don't know. Like, you put your players not in a position to make a play.
I was just Arthur. You and I have been on the same page this whole show. I like it.
Blake's gonna sign off too. Anyways, gentlemen, 3:45 comes early, so I too am gonna sign off. So
See you, Blake.
3:45.
Blake.
Whoa.
all right. So
Good night, Blake. Thanks for
night.
coming on.
yeah. So here, let's just go through the last play. This is what seals the deal.
Must we?
Now there's some talk about whether the ball hit the ground or not. What do you guys think?
I thought it was a catch. Like, I thought he had it secure. Wasn't wobbly, and I thought he had his hands underneath. That was my first shot. There was one replay I thought, but the rest of them I thought he had a catch. So
Well, again, it needs to be clear and concise to overturn it. Right there. Is that the ball? Because I see a
Yeah.
glove and a glove. I think that's the ball right there.
There's something dark here, right?
Yeah. But the two white are on top of it. Nothing is underneath it. If there was a hand underneath it, there would be white between the green and that dark shadow. I think Blake said when I sent that picture, that's his elbow. That ain't an elbow. Unless he can turn his arm inside
no,
out.
I think it might be his elbow. It might be his elbow. Yeah, I think it's an elbow. His elbow hits first, and I think the ball is
And,
on the upper half of his elbow. His elbow hits, and the ball was like, I don't think a ball moved. I don't know what the rule is. The ball
hard
can't
to-
touch the
yeah.
ground.
Hard to tell whether it's the elbow or the.
I think it's his far elbow.
But
if
again-
Because there's a light shining, right? It's a
impossible. But look where his hands are.
shadow.
That
No.
elbow is not, that's physiologically impossible based on because you're talking inside elbow. That would be his left elbow, correct? Look where his left hand is. That's not an elbow. That's impossible. That means he's got no forearm.
To me, I thought it was a catch. It was nothing. It was not enough to overturn
Well,
it.
that's the thing. The high price cameras that we have in this league, if that was, and I hate to say
But
this,
you hate to say. I know you're gonna say it.
if there was some south of the border camera work here with the price of those cameras, you'd know that for sure.
Yeah, it's too low res, right?
Yeah. Again, you look where the hand is. That might be the forearm there, but there's no ball in between those two hands. That's all I'm showing. All I'm saying. But again, it's too blurry for those wonderful guys at Command Center.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not a catch.
So there, the ball's on the ground. You see.
I'm not saying they don't win. I'm just saying
You see the white
it's not a
stripes,
catch.
right?
If this was incomplete, they might have punched it in the next.
Exactly. I'm
Next
not
play.
saying they don't win, but that's not a catch.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the stripes on the ball there, right?
Yeah. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the stripes on the ball. Now, I don't know what the rule is. I'm not a rules junkie.
It's got to be enough evidence to overturn the call, and that is too blurry to overturn the call.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's just all
The
conjecture.
call on
right?
the field was a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
And we weren't getting. BC was not getting that call, right, Greg?
Yes, they were not. Sorry,
They were not getting
no, they were not getting that call.
That's the
So anyway, this drive was 76 yards, 7 plays, because we
Terrible.
just let them get the
Well, 76 yards when you give them 14 to 20. Sorry, when you give them 25 on your alignment. Come on.
Well, it was just two chunk plays that really blew it,
Yeah.
right?
Because of the alignment. There's no way a quarterback as seasoned as Harris is not going to take advantage of that gapping. No way he doesn't see it.
yeah. Daniel says Amar showed it on an close up picture. It hit the ground.
That was a pretty blurry up close picture, though. I gotta say, I'm not. I mean, I'm biased, but I'm also trying to be objective here. Trying.
Would you have loved to be at Amar Doman's watch party? Or he was in the stadium, you think?
Ooh, I don't think he would have been in Saskatchewan. I don't think, but
Yeah.
I do have a question though.
But you know, I love it. I love it that
the
the owner gets.
That's a
upset
passionate
about this.
owner, man.
Yeah, because he's not just an owner; he's a fan, right?
Yeah.
So I love that.
He was brought up a fan because it was his dad and uncle that were huge sponsors when this team was a powerhouse. And they sponsored this team when they weren't a powerhouse. And then to have Doman come in, I was over the moon when they announced him as the new owner. I mean, as much as I like Braley, Doman's got the passion because Braley was, a long distance owner. But
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this out. Can I throw out a quick question, Roland, at the end for the end of the show?
9:56.
Daniel's
So
question.
quick one.
Oh, what's Daniel's question?
Daniel says, "Is that the call in the NFL?"
Is what the call in the NFL?
I'm not sure. I
The,
guess
the,
that
the,
they hit
the
ground.
completion for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calls overturned. But what if we had a Western and an Eastern command center? Just throwing it out there.
Oh, come
What for?
on. No. So would you say
I'm just
it's
saying, get rid of
overturned
some
in
of
the
the
NFL?
Eastern bias. I don't know.
Are you
I don't
saying it's overturned in the NFL?
Oh, is it called a drop in the NFL? So it would have been overturned, I guess, is his question.
Is that so what's your answer?
I'm saying it's overturned because again, the camera there's 100 more camera angles on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say if it was the Kansas City Chiefs receiving that pass,
It's a
for
touchdown.
sure a touchdown. And if it was not, and then it was the Chiefs
31 other
on
teams.
the field, it would be ruled an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
And it'd probably be like, taunting against the offense or offensive pass interference, so that's my thing on the NFL.
I mean, even those cameras inside the goalpost flag, inside the goal line flags, would have been able to pick that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have of course they have more money, they have better cameras, so
Yeah.
but even so, they would need the perfect angle to overturn it, right?
Yeah. Because it was called a touchdown, so you need proof.
So just believe sake, if that was a Bills pass, it's incomplete.
Oh,
It was a Chiefs-
100% against the Chiefs in the playoffs. Oh, 100%. I mean, like, dang, that's like for
All
sure.
right.
Mind
It's
you, they're
nine-
not getting as many calls this year, the Chiefs. I know that really breaks your heart there, Greg.
It's 9:57, guys. So we're over time. The Jam Space says you guys have a really well done and enjoyable show. Well done, 3 Down Bros. I think the Riders and Lions will be battling it out for West Division supremacy for seasons to come. Thanks, fellas. Thanks.
Oh,
for
I hope
the
so.
kind
I really
words.
hope so because that will make for good TV ratings.
Yeah, I think that means Saskatchewan's very, very good team, well
Yeah.
coached, and then hopefully the Lions will be there. But I mean, Saskatchewan is the team to beat in the West right now.
Yeah. Daniel says, "Okay, guys, great show."
Thanks, Daniel.
All right. So yeah, we're way over time. So just let's do a quick round of predictions for.
Well, of course,
Grey
Just
Cup.
Believe wants the predictions.
Yeah, he put one already. Else win 28-27.
I just knew he just believe. I like just believe. Oh, that. I would love to see that. I would love
Okay.
to see that
It says,
outcome again.
Prediction for Grey Cup. Saskatchewan goes up 27-25. Als get the ball with under a minute left. They go for a field goal and miss. But wait, there's a flag on the field. Too many men.
That's right. That's right. I would love that. I would love that outcome again.
Okay. Daniel says the Lions are finally a contender. Yeah, big picture, right? Big picture. We're really upset about this game because we were so close and we couldn't hang on. But if you look at the big picture, this season is a huge success.
Yep.
For us to make it all the way to the Western Final and almost win it, and the way we started this year too. So I'm really looking forward to next year. Hopefully, we learn from these mistakes and we make the team better.
Well, if we win this one, maybe we're kind of a phony team going in. At least this being this close shows, like I said, what Arthur said, we're just one or two things that need to be fixed, and we fix them, and then
Yeah,
we're a contender for years to come.
yeah. So Daniel's prediction: Als win 35-24.
Oof.
Nathan says, "Great show, bros. I renewed my season tickets. See you guys next year." Yes, see you next year, Nathan. It'll be great. And there's a few games offside as well. Two
I
in
think
two in Kelowna and one preseason in Victoria.
isn't it more than that? But okay, well we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Stamps win next year. Stamps were most improved this year. No, yeah, true.
Yep.
They were the most improved.
In the beginning, they looked
Yeah,
to be, but I mean,
as compared to
Saskatchewan.
last year. Last year they were like,
Yep,
what,
they did make
at
the
the
playoffs
bottom.
last year. Oh no, wait,
I don't.
they did. They did. They did.
I mean, no, they had a worse team.
Massive
See what
upgrade on
happens next
quarterback.
year. We'll see what. I mean, yeah, they had injuries with Bagleton.
Yeah,
They had some career years.
they won 5 games last year. Just believe says. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, for
that's,
sure. They improved. Are they the most improved? I mean, at the end of the year, I think maybe Edmonton was playing better than them. You know, I'm just like, yeah, they have a better record.
yeah,
I could arguably say I thought Edmonton was playing better than them at the end of the year. In the last 5 6 games of the year, I think Edmonton had a better record or played better. You know, in my opinion.
yeah.
Next year is Mills, Hicks, and Hutchings. Well, is Hicks and Hutchings coming back? Are they going to continue to have those kind of massive career years? And is VA going to be VA again? Jalen, Philpott probably getting better. Bagleton's going to be good. Can they re-sign all those receivers? So we'll see.
All right. Daniel renewed
Malik
his
Henry, yeah,
tickets
yeah.
as well.
I like
So
Edmonton down the
uh,
stretch.
Yep.
Edmonton was playing good.
another prediction from Jam Space: Riders 27, Els 24. Okay, let's go. Who's giving their prediction first, Arthur?
Are we doing the players?
Oh, okay.
Roland, who is your last BC Lions Canadian player of the game?
Let's see. Kotoy was clutch in a few places. McInnes had a few good, like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've given it to McInnes a few times, so this time I'm gonna give it to Kotoy because I haven't really given it to him this year yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Kotoy.
Gregory, who is
Yes,
your
sir.
unsung hero player of the game?
The entire defensive unit.
Okay.
I'm going with that. Those guys hung in there. Like to put it on them at the end. Okay, they fall apart at the end. That's not on them. That's on the call. But those guys played their guts out, their butts off, whatever you want to say. The entire defense. They made a believer out of me now.
Is
Not-
that a preview,
They
preview
did.
to
They
the
did.
K-pop?
that's enough. That's
thing?
enough.
He did.
Okay.
It's enough.
All right, Arthur, your big picture.
It's hard because I picked Buck Pierce 2 weeks in a row. I mean, when you lose the way you lose, I mean you're almost there. You're right. So, I mean, I still go back to I'm going to say Omar Doman. I think I think that him last year saying, okay, let's blow the salary cap.
Yeah,
Let's blow up the salary cap. We're going to be paying a big fine. We're going to lose draft picks. It's just whatever Calgary benefits from all our draft picks. We're absolutely asinine rule.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I know you guys love the CFL. That's asinine
No,
rule.
I love the CFL, but I'm not a fan of all the rules.
yeah,
Well, that rule, I don't think you can defend that. I don't know how one team benefits from all those BC Lions draft picks
Yeah,
we
it
lost
doesn't make
because of that
sense.
salary cap. I know it's
Because
like
they were
the
the
BC
worst,
Lions
yeah.
should lose the draft picks, but I don't think one team should gain it. Anyway, so Amar Doman for signing the checks last year to secure Nathan Rourke and Matthew Betts.
yeah.
Big time players for us, all stars, and Nate almost won us the game.
Yeah.
So, I would have loved to see more people for the Western semifinal at home. I know there were other
Yeah.
sports events going on at the same
Yeah.
time,
Scheduling was bad.
but I think BC Lions football is on a rise with him as the owner, and this franchise is back on an upward trajectory after Buck Pierce, but it all goes to Amar securing two big time playmakers. We just wanted them to make one more play
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Either one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still a good season. It
Still a
would have
great
been better with a
100%.
Grey Cup showing, but I think if because we lost, then they really need to look at where we need to improve, right? And we're almost there, right? There's just a few pieces that need to be tweaked.
Because look at just a couple pieces got us on that 7-game winning streak, right?
Yeah. So anyway, we'll leave that for another episode on what needs to be done. But let's go over the predictions.
Grey Cup predictions. Who's first? 3. Greg first.
Immobile. Okay. Immobile.
We don't know what's going on with Davis
Yeah,
Alexander.
Yeah. Immobile, Davis Alexander. 28-17 Saskatchewan.
Winnipeg?
Yeah.
SSK.
Yeah.
28-17 SSK. I will get the rest of the it's just too many. Well, my preseason prediction was the Alouettes to win the Grey Cup. So, Davis Alexander with that injury to this hamstring.
It's a big variable now.
Massive variable because McLeod Bethel Thompson is a massive step down.
Yeah.
Sorry, MBT, but Alexander is what stirs the drink and for the Owls. I'm rooting for the Owls. 24-22.
Ooh, close one. Close one.
For Owls?
Yeah, Montreal.
Okay.
So I'm expecting Alexander to be 13-0 as a starter.
All right.
Wow. MBT. I don't know, man. Just believe.
Because MBT's is not exactly healthy either.
Yeah, I mean, if your
And
Canadian
he is
player of the
not
game is
mobile.
Jalen Philpott, I don't think he had any stats in this yesterday. You might be getting confused with his brother.
All right. Who's next after Arthur?
You,
Roland.
Okay. I was thinking throughout most of the last couple of months that Montreal is going to win this. But Alexander's hurt, and I think he was gritting it out in yesterday's game. So is he going to heal enough by next week? It's hard to say.
Hammy.
And even if he does heal up, will it get re-injured during the game? And is Saskatchewan going to take advantage of that?
They're going to pound him.
because if they can't handle Saskatchewan's pass rush and he has to move,
Yeah.
But that Owls offensive line is a bit better than the BC's.
True.
yeah, I'm just saying if he has to move, he could re-aggravate it, right? Because if he's trying to
100%.
change direction quickly on a hammy, I don't know.
So I don't know, but I'm guessing that it will start to bother him in the second half, and I think Saskatchewan's gonna take advantage of it. So I'm gonna give Saskatchewan the win.
As much as it hurts.
And then the weather, I don't know what the weather is. If the weather is going to be cold, it's going to be a low scoring game again. So I'm going to say 25-23.
SSK.
Yeah.
All right, Just Believe. Why does Calgary get the picks? You've asked that. because they are, by virtue of them being the lowest ranked team in the league, the picks go on waivers. So all of the BC Lions they got, because they spent over the cap, and BC should lose those picks. Calgary, by virtue of having the worst record the prior year or that year, like last year, they get whatever compensatory, whatever picks that the league took away from BC, they just gave it to Calgary. So essentially, they got VA for free because Lions lost their first and second round picks.
It's kind of like the NHL lottery kind of thing, right? The worst team gets
No.
more. No, but the worst team with the in the stand gets.
I don't
gets
No.
like
I
screwed,
mean,
right?
there's nothing like NHL. Sorry, I'll stop you right there, Greg. Before you, it's nothing like the NHL. The league will just take the picks away. Everyone just moves up one. And the lottery, NHL. It's also a lottery-based system. So the worst team in the league has a 20% chance at getting their first pick. Not automatic.
Not just given, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
but
given.
at least I'm saying the worst they get a little more favor. That was just being surface.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
Stamps get 100%.
yeah.
So like,
Yes.
yeah, it's like, yeah, but NHL, they just take the pick away. Like if the Lions had that first round pick, I think the Lions finished third in the West. I don't know, they finished fourth overall. That first round pick, everyone moves up one. That pick just disappears. But then Stamps got that pick and the first overall.
Yeah.
Because they picked Damon Alford because they were so it's a ridiculous rule. It's Bush League. No other league does it. And I follow sports.
Well, no other team has only 9 teams.
No other league does compensatory picks like this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not a good rule. But Calgary has improved a lot this year, so maybe that played a part in it, which is good too. Second last Starfighter. Is this the first time we're seeing you? If it is, welcome to our show. Great show, guys. Does anybody know if Betts was pretty banged up heading into yesterday's game? He was pretty quiet for his standards.
He was handled.
Yeah, it's hard to say. He went down a couple times in the end of the fourth quarter.
Get cramps.
Muscle cramps
Yeah.
in that cold.
Yeah.
But he was handled. He was not a factor at all.
Yeah.
Whichever tackle was going up against him, they neutralized Betts quickly.
So, yeah.
And if there's a little bit of holding, I mean, there's always holding on every play, like they say. So that's up to Betts to fight through that.
Okay. Greg, did you give your prediction already?
You did already.
Yeah. I was 28-17, I think, wasn't I?
All right.
28-17 SSK.
Okay. All right. Then let's call it a night then. It's 10:12, so we're way over time. Guys, thanks for joining us. Ashley says, "Gotta run." Great stuff, fellas. Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great evening, a great week, and we're gonna have another show after the Grey Cup. It won't be as emotionally charged because we don't have as much skin in the game. But
I have no
We
skin
have
in a
no
gopher.
skin in the game.
Yeah.
Not a gopher not a gopher or a meadowlark, to be honest.
Yeah.
We'll
but,
probably have one like next Sunday. It was like going to be pretty much right after the Grey Cup.
right after
we
the
may
game.
have one or two. I think they were asking. We might have one or two episodes after the Grey Cup.
afterwards. Yeah.
And then as news breaks, we would probably spin up a.
Then we'll be back for training camp because we got to get into shape, right, bros?
Yes.
Well, hey,
So it might be a shorter. So it'll start the same time, 8:30 Pacific, but
Yeah.
it might be a shorter one because we'll just talk about the Grey Cup and then that's it. Right?
Greg, you know it's Seahawks, Canucks, and Whitecap season.
It's trying to get Amar Doman on our show season. That's where my focus is.
Yeah. Okay. Daniel says, "Good night, guys. Let us know when we come on again."
You bet, Daniel. Thanks for the support all year. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right. Take care, everyone. Second last fighter says, "Thanks. Yes, first time posting. Been lurking. Oh, thank you for
Thank you
posting.
for lurking.
Yeah. Glad to have finally chatted with you. So have a great night. Good night, everyone. Take care. And if we see you next week, we'll chat shortly after the Grey Cup. Okay. Take care. And have a
Rebuild
good week.
Lions.
Yes. Go Lions. Go.
Retool. Slightly
Retool.
retool.
Two
Go
Lions.
Lions.
Yes.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Good year for the Lions.
It is.
Good year.
Good night, guys.